Hey guys, Tim Gunn here with Michael. Just topped the 93 player regional with Sky Striker.
Yeah, it's literally like a glorified regional of YCS fights.
Yeah, pretty much. So we wanted to show his profile off.
So I played 3 Ray, standard. I played 3 Ash and 2 Impermanents as my only hand traps. I wanted to play a third one of these, but didn't have access to it.
Yeah.
So I just played like another random card that was I'll show you later. Spells, 3 Engage, 3 Widow Anchor.
Standard. The best spells.
Basically. 3 Field Spell and then 2 more Field Spell, I guess.
Yep.
I just love how these cards can just like access to all of your other cards and just fill your spells up in the graveyard. So I feel like that's important. Like you just get your spells in the graveyard as fast as possible.
Yeah, everything terraforming is like really good.
Yeah.
Get engages live.
2 of this. I kind of wanted like going into last night when I was building this. I kind of wanted a third, but I didn't know if I didn't want to have like multiples of this, but not be able to play. So I kind of kept it at 2.
Yeah, it's like good for a mirror, and
it's like really good in the mirror, but like it's
also like for like OTK decks.
And like one-offs, like this is at 1, so you play it at 1. These, I think Jamming Waves are still really good to play. Is like you play, I know who just like around where like we play locally, but there's like a few stun players, Altergeists, and like the Mirror. This card's just really good. So
Yeah.
I think it's just worth playing. Like the only real subpar matchups are like obviously the Goki matchup and Thunder Dragons. We don't see a lot of those, but like even then they still have random applications with your spells.
Yep.
The OTK enabler. That's basically what this card does. You just kill people when you play this card.
Yeah, banish Ray, kill him, or just like make take their guy, make Boral Sword.
Yeah, basically. Hercules base. The drawing part of this is like honestly my favorite card in the deck. Like the drawing effect rarely comes up, but when it does, it's like the best. Just drawing 2 cards for no reason is so good.
Beats Shared Ride as well.
Yeah, it beats Shared Ride. In the mirror, you just like if you ever have more spells in the mirror, this is literally the best card in the deck.
Yeah.
And there's really something else, and like any other time, it's just like cycling links is always relevant, I guess. And then 1 multi-roll because I think this card is horrible. Like you never want to see this in your opening hand. I just don't understand it. Like I suppose I could probably play more of this and justify it because I'm playing like max field spells.
Yeah, I think it's just because like the consistency of like getting to a Ray if you can't get to one, and then also
I feel like that's like not that. I feel like I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but I don't think it's right.
I find this card like eventually gets super unfair though. Like sometimes.
But like I'm always like off your what's it called, Shizuku or something like that, like past like turn 2 or whatever. As long as you're already playing, you just search it for like a Shizuku or like you're engaged and you start going from there.
Yeah, so basically you're saying
you literally just search it once you established.
So you're saying it's a good card, but you don't want to open it.
Yeah, basically. That's all of my striker spells. Then I played the 3 Foolish Goods and the 4 Metal Fusion.
Yep, I agree with this engine. I like it.
Yeah, this is like really cool. There's I think like especially like the Thunder Dragon matchup and like the Mirror, it's just important to get as many spells to the graveyard as possible.
Yeah.
And that's what this card does. And like this is obviously just like you can use this to fix your hand with like this, I guess, or like send an engage to add it back with Shikigari.
Yep.
Or like whatever. And I just think it's like really relevant. Then 3 Mind Control. This is a card that just says outs the mistake guy, and then like you can either link with it or what's it called? Field spell or multi-roll it away.
Yep.
And just get rid of that and then start playing. It's also like really good in the mirror because just if you ever don't have this is basically a starter card in the mirror.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you don't have a Ray but they do, or like a Link, you just take theirs and go from there.
Yeah, and you can just Hyate send Ray if you need it.
Basically. And then 3 MSTs.
How's this?
This was really good. I think that this is better. Like that's another reason I don't really need to play more multi-rolls in my mind because I can just play this and kill the field spell.
Yeah.
Off this if I need to, or I can use this to like play through like the 1 backer or whatever.
And with a lot of stun in Perth, it was probably really good as well.
Yeah, it's like just being able to like I don't know. Twin Twister may have been better, but I just didn't like having to like pitch a card and like hitting 2 isn't always relevant.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Like, it's probably better for the Twins. Probably better in the mirror, but this is like better against like everything else, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people like starting to play around Twin, so you're losing 2 cards for 1 a lot of times.
And like most of the time, I guess like Ulti and shit like that, I don't want to ever blind hit their set stuff because of Waking the Dragon.
Yeah, you just want to chain to the continuous.
Yeah, so just chain to their floodgates, and you can play for everything else.
Yep.
Then like the last card, the Rotor, Ray, and Upstart.
Yep, good card.
Whatever. And the last card was the Call by the Grave. This is literally the card I replaced the third in Permanence with.
Yeah.
It actually had a really random application. When I faced Thunder Dragon, turn 1 he makes 1 mistake and then 1 Titan, I think it is, Colossus and a Titan. And so I mind control the mistake, and then I send it with the field spell. And then next turn I top this, and he has 2 more mistakes on board. So I Call by the Grave it, and then I kill him. And I thought that was like really random application. Like, holy shit, this is actually like really good.
That's really cool.
But I guess like everything else, like I never saw this that much, but I didn't really get much of a chance to really test it. I just thought like it was really cool. I could just randomly blanket all the Thunder Dragon cards. Plus, I suppose like if you ever pitch a Thunder Dragon card like to activates, I mean you just chain this and negate it. Would be alright, but I never did that. Then extra deck, triple Kigari, triple Shizuku, standard shit.
Yeah, some classic shit right there.
I only played 2 Hiyate. I never found this needed to be at 3. Like, I think it like comes up once an event that I may want the 3rd one, but then it's like I can Hercules base it back.
Yeah.
So I just never found that. I figured I'd just use the extra space for something else. Phoenix is my only Link 2. Because, you never really make Link 2s. You just want to use this to jump into something like Ball Sword.
Yeah.
It never really comes up. I think I've popped a back row once.
It might come up against like a floodgate or something.
Exactly. And then I never made these today, but they did come up a few times in testing.
Yeah. And they're just utility cards.
Yeah, it's just utility cards. And then Game Winner. This card is stupid.
The card is silly.
Like, holy shit, it just steals games for no reason. Yeah, like, quite literally, like, I just attack you directly with Hiyate, and then if I can clear your board next turn, I'm probably killing you with this.
Yeah.
Bomber. Like, it's like one of those cards that like never really comes up, but like it's good when it does.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets to a point where you like want to Widow Anchor their Link 3, and you just go into this. So I came out today where I like a Widow Anchored a Trigate or something like that. And I just like made it with this and out of the rest of his board.
Yeah, Widow Anchor stealing links is pretty good.
Yeah. And then the last 2 cards in the extra deck was the Utopia package. There's more of the things like I was kind of really feared Waking the Dragon. And I feel like if I played smartly, I can never lose to that card. But in case I ever like got janked or whatever that I had to suddenly deal with, I just wanted to have something that would out it.
Yeah, and you've got access to double ray pretty easy.
Yeah, it's really easy to access double ray, especially if you're playing triple max field spell like I am. And then the side deck, triple Ogre. To be really honest, this probably should have been something like Ghost Bell, but I couldn't be bothered trying to track them down.
Yeah.
So as I played this, and like this was fine, but like when you're facing a massive combo decks and make like Firewall and do shit, they all play around this card really well because it just makes Cerberus.
Yeah.
And Cerberus protects it from this. Protects the Firewall from this card, but it's not from Bell.
And they can chain block as well with Fire Link.
Chain block, yeah. They chain block really easily. So I didn't think it was that great. It was fine because I went into the event knowing I'd have to play it differently. Yeah. But this really should have been Bell. If I wasn't lazy, I would have gotten Bell.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
We're leaving it at that.
Yeah. Metagon. I only ever saw this once, but when I did, it won me the game. There's bouncing back a Titan and 2 Colossus.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Honestly, like I kind of wish I played a Clara because of this card. But like putting a 0 attack Link on the board and then having to like it's basically just like leaving yourself open. This card is like really good because if they can't really attack into you without dealing with it because it just bounces their board and you take no battle damage from it anyway. So like leaving this on board wasn't even a horrible thing for me.
Yeah, and you can just play next turn.
Yeah, you can play like next turn, but like also like you have your multi-roll and your field spell that can out this card if you want to play on your turn anyway.
Yep.
And that's probably better. But I suppose it eventually maybe occasionally will come up that Clara's needed to do. One Galaxy Cyclone.
Card's good.
Because it just goes with the Foolish Goods engine.
Yep.
But you only want it against like Altergeist. So this card says having this card or send out Foolish Goods, it just makes Secret Village and stuff like that a blank card.
Yeah. They draw it and it's
it literally has like cool. If I get to place Altergeist, but the turn when I send this, if I have any Secret Village in their hand, it literally just turns off my Widow Anchor for one turn.
Yep.
Which I thought was really good. Like it's also just another card that outs Floodgates. Free Shared Drive for the Mirror. And like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to main this, but I wasn't 100% sure how this card would be like going second against things like Thunder Dragon. And so I just wanted like, I only really wanted this deck in my deck, card in my deck going first.
Yeah, the problem is with that card is like not very good against
like a lot of things right now.
A lot of things, and especially in Perth. Like,
yeah.
like
Granted, I put it in against Heroes, and he let me. I ended up winning that game because I drew like he drew pushed and gave me like 7 cards.
It's okay when you go first against Thunder Dragons, but you don't really need cards for going first against Thunder Dragons. You would rather cards going second.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just literally like I haven't had enough testing as a Thunder Dragon deck to be honest.
Yeah. Also, I guess like the one good thing about Shared Ride is it helps you in break hands like become out of break. But
yeah. Played 2 Apocrypha. They're just like more cards that out the Thunder Dragon board without destroying them. And then they put 2 of the fusions on board. This just sends them, so they can't use the thing to protect themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's just really relevant because like the only problem is like this card loses to Denko.
Yeah.
Which is why I prefer Meteon, but I don't know. I figure that like if you ever get to the point where you just set this card, and then if they search for Denko, you just flip this prematurely, I guess, and just hope they can't push because they had the normal summon of Denko.
Yeah.
And then the last cards was Heavy Storm Duster and this. This would have been a 3rd Heavy Storm Duster if I could have had access to one. But basically, it's more or less the same thing. It's just literally like another.
It's one of those lazy scenarios again.
It's not really lazy. I was actually looking for this for like a week.
Oh really?
Yeah, and no one had them.
I probably have one. You could have.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. I posted like all the groups looking for one.
Nope, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Like this is just like it's literally just like a spell trap out that doesn't lose a Sacred Village, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like you put this in against it also like decent in the mirror because it just pops multiple back row.
Yeah, it's good against Geist.
Good against Geist, good in the mirror.
Yeah.
Good against anything that says Secret. You just don't get to play because of Secret Village now. And yeah, that's the deck.
Well done. Any shout outs for your teams or anything?
Shout outs to Team PK. I built this with my buddy Josh, but he literally changed like a lot of the list last night after I went to bed. So I was kind of like woke up this morning. He said, "Yeah, I changed it." I'm like, "No, I'm not changing it. I'm happy with this list."
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm happy with how it went out. So shout outs to Team PK, I guess. Shout outs to Mike Fam for winning the event.
Yeah, boy.
Go Dad.
Mike Fam.
Shout outs to Team Gund, I guess. Like Friedel Kosk, who came over and like kind of hive minded last night.
Yeah.
It was cool, even though it just kind of went to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's about it.
Yep. All good. Thanks for posting. See ya. We're out. We're out, baby.